It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 3rd of June. I'm Michael Groff. The hot temperatures continue to top weather headlines here in the valley with an excessive heat warning through 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Then we'll transition over into a much different kind of weather pattern, one that features cooler temperatures. Readings could be around 10 degrees below normal by Saturday and Sunday. And that transition to the cooler temps might just be accompanied by a little bit of rain. We'll talk about it. First, yesterday in the valley, 107 degrees was the afternoon high. That's 7 degrees above the norm. And the morning low, 87. That's in orange because that was a record warm morning low temperature. All right, outside now here at 5:35 a.m. Some clouds out there this morning, even a few very light showers up by New River and Black Canyon City. But we're starting out at 90 degrees at Sky Harbor, another potentially record warm morning low. The dew point's at 45, humidity 21%, the winds are light, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures out there this morning, 72 the cool spot at Fort McDowell, 76 at Goldfield, 77 in Gilbert. It's 85 in Arcadia and Scottsdale, 82 in Avondale, 87 in Tolleson. Here's the upper air look. The main belt of westerlies is well north of Arizona. We're protected by a ridge of high pressure that continues to be the dominant weather feature. But of course, we have a pesky cutoff low that's just sitting off the Southern California and Baja coast. And a little bit of high-level moisture has been injected into the region the last few days from that. Enough to prompt even a few isolated showers as we've seen the last several days and even this morning. Here's the watch warning map. Of course, we have an excessive heat warning for much of southern Arizona through 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. That includes Phoenix, Gila Bend, Casa Grande, Tucson, Yuma, Quartzsite, Parker, and into parts of Imperial and Riverside counties in southeast California, all the way up to the Las Vegas Valley. Heat advisories for the central and northern valleys of California and along the coast as well. Checking out the convective outlook for today, an enhanced risk of severe storms around Philadelphia, New York City, and Newark, New Jersey. The standard slight risk extends from the plains all the way to the Atlantic coast. And the SPC does not have any thunderstorm areas defined here across Arizona today. That's probably a safe call, although again, we have seen a few very light showers this morning, but convection not overly likely, as you'll see. All right, the tropics getting pretty active over the Gulf of Mexico. That is Tropical Storm Cristobal, our third named storm of the Atlantic season. Max sustained winds up around 60 miles per hour. And this thing is just going to meander around the southern Gulf for the next few days before ultimately trekking northward toward the Louisiana coast, making landfall, at least according to the latest Hurricane Center track, somewhere near Morgan City by early Monday morning. But looking at modeling on this feature, this is the European ensemble, and most of the members seem to have the idea of bringing it up toward the Gulf Coast someplace as a tropical storm, perhaps even a minimal hurricane. We'll have to see on that, but this thing kind of meanders and wanders around, and of course it's just too early to tell exactly what's going to go on in terms of intensity or exact position, but certainly the Gulf Coast, the most likely place for landfall. Precipitation for the next 7 days. The WPC doesn't have any rain for us here in the valley. Some very light totals for the northeastern portion of the state. But there is a possibility that we could see a little bit more widespread rain. We'll iron it out as we take a look at the models here. We'll start with the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Ridge centered over southeast Arizona and northern Mexico, and that cutoff low continues to the west, kind of a south-southwesterly flow aloft. Not a whole lot of moisture around, but down at the surface, a few clouds for us today here in the valley, and that isolated shower for the North Valley this morning. Otherwise, yes, partly cloudy skies continue for most of the day. High temperatures should be pretty hot, 107 to 110. Yes, there might be an isolated shower or storm over the eastern mountains, but that doesn't appear to be all that likely. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, the air is dry, overnight lows mostly in the 70s and low 80s, although I guess the urban core might stay in the mid-80s all night. And then tomorrow, once again, mostly sunny and hot with high temperatures 107 to 111. And again, isolated thunderstorms over the eastern mountains. I think they'll be a little bit more numerous tomorrow afternoon as that upper low begins to very slowly meander off to the east. We'll see kind of an increase in clouds Thursday night, and then Friday, that low moves across the region. And the GFS continues to be the most bullish, the most aggressive with the moisture here, holding this closed low together a little bit longer. And if that's the case, we could maximize some instability and better parameters here for showers and thunderstorms across central and eastern Arizona, and that could even include the valley. So I've gone ahead and left a very small chance of showers and storms in our forecast for Friday. One thing's for sure, it will be breezy and getting a bit cooler. High temperatures fall back into the 103 to 107 bracket, if you can call that cooler, but certainly relative to where we're going to be today and tomorrow. But if you want cooler, here we go to Saturday. That low moves out of here, the moisture with it. We turn mostly sunny. High temperatures only in the low and middle 90s for Saturday, keeping in mind the normal high is up to around 101 or 102 on that day. So we could conceivably be pretty close to 10 degrees below normal. Sunday will start the day out in the 60s in most spots. High temperatures again, mid-90s, and same thing on Monday, mid-90s likely. Maybe the warmest spots get up into the upper 90s, but that's still not bad for early June. And then Tuesday, another degree of warming takes place as that trough begins to lift on out and the heights recover a bit. Highs back into the upper 90s to near 100. All right, here's a week from today. This is Wednesday, the 10th of June. A ridge is trying to build in here across the southwest. The heights are coming back up, and so temperatures will rebound back closer to seasonal averages. We've got another trough, an upper low off of the British Columbia coast. Then let's go out 10 days to the end of the period. This is Friday, the 12th of June. Another low, another trough over the Pacific Northwest, but a 594 ridge across Texas and northeast Mexico. Upper heights here between 591 and 594 decameters. So if that's right, we'll be pretty hot at that point with a dry southwesterly flow in place. So nothing to slow down the heat. Highs could be pretty close to 110 again if that's right. All right, I'll show you this again. This is precipitation coming off of the GFS ensemble, and a good portion of the members try to bring in some extremely light precipitation in here later in the week as that low transitions across the area, although it's not every single member like it was on previous runs. But I'm still keeping that small chance of a shower in here because it is conceivable for Friday before we start to dry out. Temperatures off the national blend of models. This is about the best news you're going to see in the month of June. Yeah, okay, we're 110 today, 111 tomorrow, but then cooler as we head to the weekend, high staying in the 90s. And look at those lows getting down into the 60s. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new video, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. As always, you guys be safe out there. Stay cool, drink plenty of water, watch your kids around the swimming pool, and have yourselves a fantastic Wednesday.